What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Happy to have you with us. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very little. Show a little class. Just announce. And subscribe to the channel. Oh, right away. There we are. There we go. 70,000, almost there. And you guys can help out. If you haven't already on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, make sure that you do all that. That helps tremendously. What a show we have today. We got the crew on. We got Roxy. We got Brett. Roxy will be giving me her TV picks. She got a bunch of stuff coming out. Black Adam. It's tracking to do really well financially. We'll talk about that. It's already doing good overseas. Lord of the Rings is a big plan. Netflix says, no, we're sticking to bulk. And Creed just had a trailer. Speaking of Creed, Jonathan Majors, that dude, he's awesome. Yeah, he's going to be, not only was he in that Creed 3 trailer, which we'll talk about a little bit, but he's also talking about Kang and how he's going to play him in the Marvel universe. So we'll get into all that. We got a pretty stacked show here today. So that being said, once again, make sure that you head on over to the Spotify podcast feed. It helps tremendously. It really, really does. So let's get into it, everybody. It is the big thing. It's me. It's Roxy. It's Brett. Let's do it. Welcome back, everybody. Big thing. It's me. I am here. It's true. Roxy Stryer is here as well. And so is Brett. Yeah, we got the stream deck working, but it's set up for another show, apparently. So can't use that today. I'll try one more time, see if that works. Anyway. Yeah, great.
That is the big thing.
Thank you. All right, we are back, and I'm excited today because we weren't together last week because it was my fault. I had family stuff that came up, and Roxy was like, I can be there. I was like, not at that time. So, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Forgive me?
Devastated.
Okay, good.
We'll see. Are you being nice today?
I think so.
Shower me with compliments.
This morning, I say to my daughter, 10-year-old, she's walking, she did something. I go, Vivi, I like the attitude today. She's like, oh, thanks. She goes, oh, you're being sarcastic. I go, no, I'm serious. She goes, I'm being serious. And she's like, oh. And I go, what? That's a nice thing to say to someone. My wife goes, you're always sarcastic. How is she supposed to know? And I'm like, that's not true. Is that true?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yes.
Yeah. Yes,
90-10, I think.
90-10, you think so? Well, no one needs to hear from you. But what I will say, the other thing that I was telling people, and at this point, what I'm pretty excited about, if you didn't know, we've got the Top Gun Guy shirt. It is on the merch store. For people who didn't know, we launched a merch store. Now, the Top Gun Guy, I'm hoping, I launched this yesterday during Sith Council. My goal is that it stays up on the store for as long as possible. And for people who don't know what the Top Gun Guy moment is Steph referred to Tom Cruise as the Top Gun Guy, and Mike Kalinowski lost his mind. We'll play that clip and get some sound bites on it soon, but it's going to be available only for a little bit. There's other couple of designs that are up there. The Sith Council design is up there now. Show Some Classes is doing really well for us. I'm excited about that. How about that one, Rox? Is that a good one?
No.
No, but you don't think it's inaccurate?
I think it's accurate. I think it's excellent. I hate it.
Okay. Good. You want me to get you one? No. Would you wear it if I got it for you?
Maybe if it was blue.
I would pay so much money to have you walk into a screening with that.
Yellow shirt with the blue.
That one's pretty dope.
Can I actually tell you guys something that's really unattractive about that?
Is that what? This one? Or is it? Oh,
yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you in a minute, actually.
Tell me now.
Maybe I should tell you later.
No, you brought it up now.
Okay, I'm going to bring it up. I was thinking about this today. So I'm well documented throughout my 13 years of broadcasting of talking about how I have a really hard time farting.
Farting, yes.
You guys know
and pooping.
I can't shit.
Yeah.
I have a really hard time farting. It almost never happens.
Congratulations.
This week?
Yeah. Oh, you've been ripping it out?
I don't know what no, it's not even fucking, whatever's happening in my stomach is like something is wrong.
Like that?
What?
No, it's like, okay. Does this happen to you guys? When, like, well, how are you doing it? You're not even moving.
Looping it up.
Story.
Do you have like a button?
Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, go ahead.
Where is it? Is it on your foot? Like, are you pressing? It's fucking crazy. Okay.
Oh, that one's always a little. That's like under.
just
That's a
lives
hot
to-
tub fart right
Yeah.
there.
So it will like gurgle in my stomach for a long time, and then all of a sudden, like I'll feel like I need to push.
Oh.
But then I'm scared.
What are you afraid? You gonna blow your asshole out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, look, I can't tell you what to do.
So do you only?
Yeah,
Do you guys only fart on the toilet?
It's an art at this point, Roxy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not well versed
No.
in the art.
No.
But
So
you-
it's
Because I'm
some-
like, I have to go
you're
to
a
the bathroom, but then nothing. It's like no shit comes out, but I get
White belt.
nervous.
She's a white belt.
Yeah.
What's white belt?
White Bill?
That's the old white Bill. He's,
Paul-
So he's like, hey!
he's the only
Bill
white guy in a
Paxton?
black neighborhood.
So what?
Billy
Yeah.
Bob Thornton?
What?
You talking about White Bill?
White belt. Karate white belt?
Oh,
Yeah.
is that the lowest?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a white belt.
Cool. All right. Let's start.
And we're
You want
back.
to talk more about farting?
No, it's just I thought we
So
started.
you
We
did
did.
you
With
didn't
a
manage
bang.
to poop or fart is the moral
No,
of the story.
when I have to fart, I go run to the bathroom
Oh.
just in case.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
in
mean,
case something
But
happens.
nothing happens. But that's how it feels every time. So
'Cause
now,
you're not used to it.
So I don't get how you could just like fart in public when you don't know that what could happen.
you just
Yeah,
trust.
you're just a rookie.
And
Yeah.
sometimes you take that chance.
You just take
and
you take one for the
that
team.
gamble and you
take
lose.
one for the team.
You're like,
What team?
The team.
yeah.
Whose team?
Sometimes
team
just
you
like
need.
a little, your asshole will open up just a
Just
little
like
bit,
that.
and just shoot a little bit.
Just
you're
a
like,
little bit.
oh god.
I took a shot.
And then what?
And then
You got to go clean your underwear, throw them in the trash if
That's
you're
right.
out and about.
I did that in the woods once when I was like 10. I was running back. I was at a football game with my dad. Like what like not a professional one, but like, and I was like, oh yeah, we were right around the corner. I'm like, oh yeah, something's happening, and I started to move, and I was like, oh, there it goes, and then that was the end of it. And then the woods were right there. The woods got a little surprise, and I took off.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. How you feeling about that?
No.
It's a good
Yeah.
story. All right.
So early to be talking about poop, and
You
I
brought
did
it up.
this. I know.
Brought it up.
I know.
But once again, and that all came down to this.
Farts on my brand.
We stayed on brand, everybody. So go to the merch store, by the way. And like I said to you, though, when you go to that store, there's only limited time that these things are on sale. As soon as they go up, they're on sale for like 2 days. But we're getting a lot of people that show some class when it's going off the shelves, Rox. It's going off the shelves.
Good. I know exactly what it's referring to.
Show a little, just an ounce. All right. So let's talk about this first show that we.
What's it about, Christian?
Well, what do you think it's about?
Showing class?
Yeah,
So who would you tell to do that to?
the audience.
Oh, what they do that didn't show class?
They don't subscribe. And if they subscribe, they showed a little.
Yeah, they got to show a little class.
Aha.
My favorite is what's just hilarious. I actually get a kick out of it. And I don't know if it's because I'm an asshole or not, but like when I saw a couple times that people who have subscribed, like, I don't like when you tell the audience to show some class. Like it makes me want to unsubscribe. And I'm like, why? You have class.
Yeah.
If you subscribed, you've got class. And it's like, well, just because I didn't subscribe, I don't have class. I'm like, if you feel that way.
Yeah, that's
up
your
to you.
opinion.
That's
I
your-
kind of get it.
that's your opinion. Absolutely.
It's your opinion,
Just-
man.
Yeah,
what it
maybe
is,
that's
what
like
it is that's
your
when
opinion.
that's when I laugh when people go to say, "Don't be so uptight" to anybody. It's like that is the epitome of uptight. It's like
Oh.
you get offended when someone goes, "Show a little." I'm not really telling you to show some class. I just talked about farts
It's a
for like
joke.
5 minutes, for God's sakes, and it's like I'm the last person to be telling anybody to show a little.
One of my least favorite things, this is no knock on Clark. I absolutely love her. But one of my least favorite words in the English language is classy.
Oh, because of classic Clark.
No, not because
No,
of
I
that.
know
Oh,
what you
that's
mean.
right.
I know
Yeah,
what you mean.
yeah,
I know what you
I
get,
just didn't
right,
want
right.
to say it. Then people be like,
No,
"Oh,
'cause
dude."
well, to be fair, I gave her the nickname, so it's just not like she came up with it to say like, "Oh,
There's
God, hurt
something
me."
that's like weaponized about the word classy. That's like, oh, you're not classy.
Right.
It's like, what the fuck
Yeah.
does that mean?
Yeah, so show
Show a
just
little fart.
Show
Show a little class.
Show a little.
All right.
Show a little. All right, let's get into this, please.
What do you want to get into?
The show a little ass.
I want to
one
talk.
Was
show a little ass.
Ooh, I like this.
You like
Yeah,
this
right?
new thing?
Yeah.
You look at this. That's for later. We gotta
Oh,
get back
but
into
you
the
see
scene.
where I am?
Yeah.
I don't know if it works
I'll
as well.
fix that later.
And you got to put
All right, let's get into
her
it.
tweets in there.
Her tweets, tweeties.
Yeah. Gotta
Let's-
make
I
one
want to
with-
start about Black Adam. It's targeting $130 million global opening.
I'll take it.
Global. I'll take it as well. I think it's going to start with a because Roca and Snyder have a bet.
What's the bet?
Bet is that it's going to hit $100 million domestic opening weekend. No. It will not.
Who's on who?
Rocha says yes. Snyder says no.
Okay.
I think Snyder wins. I think it's a 75. Maybe.
What else is opening this weekend? That Julia Roberts movie?
Yeah, which I missed last night.
I missed it last night too. Yeah.
Upset about that.
It was fucking far.
It's here.
No, it wasn't.
You didn't get the update.
You didn't get the special
Second
one?
update was at Century City.
Oh, I would have gone to that. No, because I didn't RSVP.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go fucking far.
Yeah. It was,
God damn.
You did Century
I
City.
would have gone.
What's far?
Ralph's.
Okay.
All right. The Dwayne Johnson led DC Comics adaptation Black Adam opens globally this week, and it is ready to end a months-long drought at the box office. Deadline reports that the superhero movie is on track for domestic with $60 million, which I said 60 to 65. That's what I'm saying.
I think 80.
Well, that's even pushing what they're projecting. Offshore opening in the 65-75 million range from 76 international markets. Rocha's not good at box office. I remember he said something about like another time at Collider Live. He was like, he overshoots things. The week start for Halloween Ends last week is also leading to caution, although that film had a simultaneously day-and-day release, potentially undercutting its audience. Working in its favor is that Warners and Johnson have been heavily promoting the film. They sure have for a while now, and it has the market pretty much to itself at the moment. Actual box office estimates will start coming in late Friday. Aldous Hodge, Pierce Brosnan, and Noah Ciento, your boy, co-star.
Centennial, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Co-star in the film, which came in at around $200 million. It'll make its money back. There's no doubt about it. So we'll start with that once again. I think that this movie will do, I'm going to set it at, I'm going to say 70 million, 69, 70 million for final answer for me for opening weekend. What say you?
80.
You say 80?
Yes, 80.
I don't know if you wanted to give you a shit to go back on it.
I was going to say, did I stutter? But I guess we don't say that anymore.
Oh, is that a thing?
The other day I said it in a bunch of comments. I was like, fuck, really? I don't even know who that is.
You can't even keep up with what you can and can't say anymore.
That doesn't show class.
You can't, not even a little. You can't even show a little. What did I say the other day? So let me ask you a question.
Oh.
Before we get into this.
Yeah.
Because I want to know, and here's the thing I'm going to ask the audience. I haven't even released this yet. And this will be something that I'll get from your point of view and see what you think. So there's a particular moment that happens in the Tales of the Jedi.
Oh.
And I'm not going to spoil it.
I don't even know what that is.
Tales of the Jedi is an animated series that's coming out. It's like a limited series that's coming out at Disney Plus the end of the month.
Canon for Star Wars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
100 million first weekend.
Covers Ahsoka and Dooku for a lot of it, right? So something happens. I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody. And I said about Yoda, I said, well, this just proves that Yoda had a learning disability because he can't speak right. Anything wrong with that? Learning disability?
Let me think.
I just said he has a learning disability.
I think. So I know that like the preferred language for disability is handy capable, not handicap. Now,
I'm not going to say that about Yoda. Come on.
No, they don't do that one either.
They don't do that one either.
Anybody?
Okay.
Here's what I think. Truthfully, the people who get upset online are not people who it's actually negatively affecting.
Right.
So if anybody came to you and said, I have a learning disability, and that was really upsetting to me. Here's why. I would hear them out.
Of course.
But if anybody else is like, "Fuck you,"
Just to fight a fight because they want to be heard on the internet.
Whatever community it affects is the community that should be able to say,
because
listen up.
Brett was like, I don't know, you might not want to keep that in there. I was like, I just said he had a learning disability. What's wrong with that?
Well, it's because of what Roxy did just there. Is that immediately the brain goes to like developmental delays is the new term, or things like that. So like it doesn't go to like you have like ADD or
get
like
the fuck out of
but
here.
it's a speech impediment.
I know.
Too.
I mean, right, but I wasn't making fun of him. I was saying he clearly has a learning disability because he's speaking backwards. I do now. No. Oh. No!
Damn it! You got to cut it.
No, I can't cut it. But you got to beep it.
I didn't realize what we were supposed to.
I didn't mention it for a reason.
Damn it!
What did she do?
Nothing. I
got to
put. Yoda just fucking the whole thing. That's a major spoil.
100 million.
In day one.
Day one.
She fucked the words backward.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah, his brain scrambled.
That's what you meant.
Smashing.
Yeah.
Smash. Anyway, how this has anything to do with Black Adam, I have no idea. I don't even know how we got that way. But I'm going to
say...
Here's how we got that way. You said, let me ask you something.
Yeah. So, that's I don't know how you guys got on that. Wait.
were talking about nothing related at all. And you said, let me ask you something.
Let me ask you a question.
And I said,
I want to know from the audience, though. I really don't know. If that is if saying that Yoda has
it's because I said the did I stutter thing.
Oh yes.
So you did. It was a
good segue.
And I don't ever want to say anything that upsets anybody.
Of course.
I just didn't. Sometimes you don't know
Because everybody gets upset about everything these days.
because they don't show class.
Yeah, I know, just a little. Back to the freaking news.
Yeah. So Black Adam.
Black Adam, I think.
What can you tell me about this movie?
Because the review is out on the channel now. So I can do a non-spoiler here and talk about it. So what I will say is it definitely has a kind of like old school 90s feel to it, right? Less so than it's not cheesy, but it has, even though the Mummy has a bit of cheese in it too, but it feels like people are like, what does that mean? It just seems like a generic superhero movie. In a way, yeah, sure. It's got a little bit of a generic kind of, what's going to happen, a little predictability, but...
So would you say this is an average movie that it's done well?
Yeah, I mean, it's entertaining. And that's why when I said something in the review, I said it's a popcorn movie. It's like, I hate when people say a popcorn movie. No, it means it's an enjoyable action summer blockbuster was what it feels like. It's not summer, but it feels like that.
It is the theme of the show that people hate how you say anything. I called something fun the other day, and people were like, I hate when people fucking call something fun. I don't know what to tell you. It was fun.
It was
How
fun.
do you live with so much hate for just mundane things?
But it was.
I hate when you say popcorn movie. Why do you say that, Christian?
It wasn't. But it
Why would
wasn't
you
just me.
call it that?
You're saying when people say popcorn movie, it means it's not good, and I just have to accept it. No, what it means is that it's not like a very deep.
Grab some popcorn.
Yeah.
It seems like a summer blockbuster movie, and what happens is that there are some things that you have to like completely say, all right, I have to suspend disbelief. Like, why in the world is Black Adam talking English when he comes out of a tomb after 5,000 years?
Yeah.
He shouldn't be. But he is, and he sounds like The Rock. Why? Who cares? This is not one of those movies where you get, like, super detailed... I mean, I'm so used to character development now through Andor and House of the Dragon, but I wasn't putting that towards Black Adam because that's not what this movie is.
Did it feel like a Rock movie in terms of any of his action movies, like San Andreas or any? Does it feel just like a Rock movie with superhero on it? Does it feel like a superhero movie with Rock in it?
That's a great question, and I think that the answer is a little bit of both, to be honest. I think sometimes it feels like a superhero movie with The Rock in it, and sometimes it feels like a Rock movie with superheroes in it. Absolutely. The answer is both. Okay. And I think that one of the things that I liked about it was that the Justice League of America, Justice Society of America is in this, and there are sometimes when Justice League of America, there are characters sometimes that show up in movies. Whether like I thought Superman and Batman, the way that was put together, the original run of DC was rushed, right? Like Man of Steel had its movie. And then Man of Steel 2 never came out. Ben Affleck never had his standalone Batman movie.
During the OG Justice League movie.
Yeah, they just rushed right into Batman v Superman because they wanted to catch up to Marvel, and I thought that was a mistake. And they didn't get a chance to build out these classic characters that we knew so well. I saw a couple criticisms of critics going, well, they didn't have a chance to build these characters out. I don't think you needed to. I don't think you need to give Atom Smasher his own movie, which is Noah...
Centineo.
Perfect. And these other, I like the way that they were introed, and if they get their spin-off movie, because I thought I thought Hawkman was great, and I liked
Hawkeye was in this. Spoiler.
Right? Hawkman was in it.
Dang, dude.
But I like the way that it was set up. But this movie is just nonstop. It's like bum 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 bum.
Action.
Yeah, it's and some people could think maybe that it's exhausting.
You said it's so. This is the problem. I'm here when he's doing reviews and things, and I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but you said something about everybody gets a something.
Oh, slow motion.
Slow motion.
Yeah. So that was one of my biggest criticisms with it is, so the director is John Serra, who I like, who I've worked with while I was at Silver, and he actually did Jungle Cruise with The Rock, and they knew each other,
I liked that movie.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too.
See that.
And I think this movie at times suffers from a little over stylization. Mm-hmm. Like there are times when it really works, like the slow motion. You see Black Adam coming in and he kicks ass, and it's almost like 300 style, and the way that I'm like, okay, it works, but then it's like, okay, everybody doesn't need to be in slow motion all the time, and it's like it takes away from the story of what they're trying to do.
That's a superhero thing in general that I
absolutely,
don't love.
but you'll see it. It's a little strong in this.
Okay.
But that being said, the score is incredible, really, really good. But I had a blast watching it.
You
I was
might
never
not be able
bored.
to answer this,
Yeah.
but do you see a future with him and Shazam? Do you see you could see more Black Adam in the future?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
And you'd be excited about that?
And I want to. Yes. And I think that the only thing I'm going to obviously say is stay for the post credits. That's
one or two.
One. Stay for the post credit scene. You judge. Spoiler from Brett again. So either way, it's gonna have a big weekend. All right, let's move on. We got something else now going. Oh, Lord of the Rings. Did you watch the season finale, Roxy?
I didn't make it past the first episode.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm going to binge this at some point because apparently around episode 6 it gets good. But
I think even a little earlier. I'd say 5.
All right. Well, episode 1, I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna need a minute."
That being said, I still have not finished it.
Oh,
No, I know.
Oh my God!
I'm getting it. I did one of these one-on-one sessions with one of the patrons, and he's like, "Did you fall off of it?" Because he's like, "I wasn't as into it either." He's like, "We haven't seen a review since, 2 ago." And I go, "Well, I missed the last review, but I haven't seen the finale, and I just haven't got. I want to see it, just haven't got to it."
I caught up on a show that neither
it
of
seems
you...
like it. And I want to hear about the finale in a second
Okay.
because I want you to talk about this. J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings property could become a multi-billion-dollar franchise on the scale of the Marvel and Star Wars cinematic universes. That's the verdict from ACF Investment Bank CEO Thomas Day, the man who brokered the sale of the Lord of the Rings IP to Sweden's Embracer Group in August. Embracer landed the motion picture, video game, board game, merchandising, theme parks, and stage production rights to relating to both Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit franchises. In addition, they have matching rights to other Middle-earth related literary works authorized by the Tolkien estate and HarperCollins. Speaking at MIPCOM Cannes, Day says Rings is one of about 6 pieces of the IP of this magnitude of the planet, and they deal with the Embracer and now have its potential unlocked. He adds, "I think this asset has the ability to get to Marvel and Star Wars scale. Someone just needed to have the belief that this can be as ambitious as it can be. Embracer's focus is expected to be on gaming, the company's strongest area of growth and monetization." The comments come as Amazon Studios chief Jennifer Salk has revealed that its lavish The Lord of the Rings of Power series had an impact on its subscribers. Specifically, Salk cites a halo effect has happened with the Rings of Power, serving as a launchpad for its users to engage with the other tentpole efforts the streamers like The Boys and Wheel of Time. The series released episodes weekly on a Friday over the past 2 months, and the season wrapped a few days ago. Okay, lot to kind of break down here. Roxy, we'll start with this one. Is this hyperbole? Thank you. Hyperbole? That, hey, this could be Lord of the Rings, this could be Marvel, this could be Star Wars because we need it to be.
I don't think it is, actually. Okay. I don't think today, tomorrow, the next day, but I think that this is a massive property that does have a lot of potential. Even though I didn't love the pilot, it has a lot of potential to be it has a whole universe.
Right.
It has a whole universe that they can explore, break down, and in a time period where them starting from scratch is actually like a good thing, as opposed to being DC right now, who has got their dick in the soup and is like, what do we do with it? I think that they are starting from a better place, and people seem to really like this series. I think that would take a decade, 2 decades, but I do think...
Right, eventually. Yeah. I mean, I think the way that he's talking, it's like tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think they don't even have season 2 set up yet.
I think that if they really want this to be their thing, that in 15 years from now, it definitely could be.
Yeah, but that might be too long. But with building out, but that's the problem, as we just said with like Batman v Superman, right? People rush this stuff and they rush it quick. But Brett, never in a million years thought I would hear this sentence.
The Lord of the Rings aficionado.
As the only person who watched the finale.
I've got my dick in the soup.
That's right. Did you
heard that.
No, me either. I liked it.
It really means, when you put your dick in the soup, it means like you
want to burn your dick.
It's almost like
You know, it's one of those.
Hey, you guys want to play in the pool? Nah. I'm going to put my dick in the soup.
It's like backseat driving a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like he fucking stuck his dick in the soup.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was making the soup, and then he came and stuck his dick in it.
Yeah, that's, ooh, yikes. That's a
You
fetish
know?
I'm not into.
No.
Thinking he would help. And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
now I just have dick soup.
Oh, all right. Well, hey, listen, some people like that. What would you think?
What people?
I don't know them well enough to answer for them.
I would say, yes, it will take a long time because it took a long time for me to
Get into this.
Yeah, and-
But you are into
Well,
it?
I am into
but
it.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
I want you to realize this. I asked her that question. I'm asking you what you thought about the finale.
Oh, the finale. Okay. The finale will
Live in infamy.
make you want to continue on.
Okay.
I mean, basically, it was not unlike the Munsters movie, a lot of exposition.
But you liked it.
I liked it.
I heard good things.
I wasn't. The finale. Thought it was great.
How did you like
Getting to there. What I'm saying
Yes.
is, like,
There's
I
a long
hate
run.
shows that take
There's a long
this
run.
long, and it
Yeah.
wasn't like I didn't like it. It's just I really.
But you were satisfied.
I was
by the end.
satisfied,
Yeah,
yeah.
see, that's the thing is that's why I want people. I think are curious about my opinion on it because they're really liking the finale. I don't know.
There's a lot of like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Okay.
problem is you have to watch the show if you are a TV junkie. So I have to watch the show because there's going to be more seasons. It's a massive property. You can't just not watch the show. I'm just dreading watching it. Like, I'm dreading watching it.
Well, yeah, you have been even before it even aired.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
The whole time I've been like, fuck.
But I will say though, it's got a lighter. I mean, I don't know. That's not true. I was gonna say it's got a lighter feel than House of the Dragon, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But I don't know. There's a lot to be excited about in general. Whether it's Lord of the Rings, House of the Dragon, but what I'm excited most about, to be completely honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, we are very excited to be working with Trade Coffee. I know Brett was super excited when I told him about Trade. Like we had, so we've been building out. By the way, this is absolutely an incredible thing that they've been around now. Brett, we got the machine yesterday, right?
yeah.
So we got the machine to basically you brew this coffee and this service that they have, which I love so much. I ordered it a little while ago and we got the roasted blend, which is so good. It smells up the whole office and it just feels like a little coffee shop now. And if you love drinking coffee every morning, and who doesn't? You have to check out Trade Coffee. It makes it super easy to get the best coffee and it delivered fresh from the finest local roasters around the country. Now, if you go to a coffee shop, everybody loves that. It's a great experience. But it's not something you can do all the time. It's not something you can do every day. Now, if you're looking for that delicious local coffee shop taste on a daily basis and the smell, it's so much easier to get it, and you get it with Trade Coffee. Trade Coffee is a coffee subscription service that makes it so simple for you to discover new coffees and make your best cup of coffee at home every day. No fancy equipment required. Trade partners with the nation's top-rated independent roasters to send you coffee that they know you'll love, fresh to your home and on your preferred schedule. And you get to support small, local businesses. It's a win-win. I really love this idea, and I think it's a very smart idea, and I think it's delicious, and I think it really makes you feel like you're going into that little coffee shop. So, again, the roasted blend that we love here, it smells wonderful. We love it. So whether you're just getting started or a coffee aficionado looking to discover something new, Trade guarantees that you'll love your first bag, or they're going to send you a new one for free. That's pretty great. I love the taste. It smells great. I can't wait to see what Coy thinks. Coy's a big coffee guy also. Brett's loving it. And Roxy drank coffee. I'd give her some. Upgrade your coffee today, but do it with Trade Coffee. And let them take the guesswork out of finding your perfect cup. So listen to this deal. Right now, Trade is offering our listeners a total of $30 off of your subscription, plus free shipping at drinktrade.com/bigthing. One more time. That's drinktrade.com/bigthing. You get $30 off your subscription to the best coffees in the country. That's drinktrade.com/big thing. So for people that have been asking, and again, when talking to people on the one-on-one level at the Patreon, if you didn't know what I've been doing, I do like a bunch of half an hour sessions. There's limited space, but people come into the Patreon, they join up at a tier, and I talk to them for like half an hour, have some conversations with them. It's been great. And I've got a lot of people saying, well, this is how I wanted to support the show. I have other people saying they want to support the show by getting t-shirts, doing this. Well, what can they do? Some people just do it through comments and likes. Sponsors is something that I think that is something I always tell you guys about, because we always join with people that we think the audience is going to respond to. Brett and I have been talking about it forever for a coffee sponsorship. The subscription service trade coffee is something that we've been wanting forever, like that type of thing. Please try it. If you're a coffee person, please try it. And let me know when you try it. Let me know what you think of the coffee so I can send it to Trade Coffee and I can send it to the podcast people. That's how we get these great sponsors like this. And it helps the show tremendously and it helps us keep going. Try it today, please. Hey, how can I help the show? Please do it that way. And by the way, Brett, so speaking of the show, what we didn't mention is somebody got us those 2 yellow chairs.
Oh, yeah.
We got those 2 yellow chairs from the Amazon list, which are great. They didn't put a list. They didn't put a note inside of it.
You don't know who sent them?
I don't know who sent them.
Santa.
So maybe Santa sent them. So if you got those for us, please let me know, because I'd like to thank you.
Yeah.
So because this place is coming along. Roxy, what do you think of the walls?
I love them.
Yeah, they're
you
great,
painted
right?
them for me.
Mm-hmm.
Brett painted them for you.
So, where's the second yellow chair?
We're putting it together.
Oh,
Putting it together. It's not
The
ready
big
yet.
reveal.
Yeah, it's not ready yet.
I've got to keep some stuff out of here until I get some of the other things the clutter.
It is full in here.
It's full in here. Yeah, you have
it's
to
getting there.
You gotta jump around stuff. But the thing is, it's one of these things where once things are picked up, it's gonna look like a totally different studio.
Yeah.
Completely. All right, let's jump back into the news before we get into Roxy's TV segment. And the other thing is, I want to talk about Jonathan Majors. We'll talk about him in 2 different ways. The first is he's talking about Kang.
I love the finale, by the way.
Oh, you did? No, I'm glad you liked it. It's a very detailed breakdown. I loved how you broke that down and talked about what you liked so much: the directing, the pacing, the music. It was just a couple. What you said was you did a couple of these.
What? No, this is I was all like, and then it was like, whoa, and it was like, you shut up. That's the other ones.
Thank you, Brett. I appreciate
Solid.
you interrupting Jonathan Majors' story.
You were finding the thing.
I was finding the thing. Jonathan Majors. If you haven't already discovered Jonathan Majors in works like HBO's Lovecraft Country, you liked that show, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was excellent.
The season finale of Loki, or acclaimed films like Defy Bloods, The Last Black Man in San Francisco, or The Harder They Fall, then you best brace yourself. Shortly, Majors is set to be everywhere with 4 films he has been involved in set to roll out over the next few months. The period Navy pilot drama Devotion as the antagonist of Creed 3, the lead role in the bodybuilder drama Magazine Dreams, and as the big Marvel villain Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man and the Wasp in Quantum Mania. Variety caught up with the actor over the weekend at the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures Gala and shared his excitement about the Marvel role at which he first played a variant of in Loki, and will reveal his true Kang form in the new Ant-Man. Every time they call me and say, hey, we need you for this, it's another miracle. Every time there's an event about it or something breaks about it, I go, yeah, this is real. Majors has already seen some footage from the film, and he couldn't quite believe it was him on screen for good reason. Because he looks different than I do. He's a different man than I am. He used all my material, and he's a different cat. When I first heard the trailer, I didn't recognize the voice, and he was narrating the whole thing. I was like, what is that? I was like, oh, that's a great line. That's a bar. That's a bar. And then they showed who it was, and I was like, oh okay, cool. He also confirmed that he and Avengers The Kang Dynasty director Destin Daniel Cretton have also begun conversations about a story arc that will lead to that film in 2025. Well, we just had a few chats. We spoke for a very long time. He's very open. He's an open mind. He's an open heart. He and the work that he does is grounded, and the most important part about it. We're dealing with a myth. What is Kang? What is a movie? You know, like, what is an MCU movie? What does that mean? What does that look like? Those are the questions we were asking, but all of that works when it's grounded and really, really tucked into the given circumstance of what's going on between these people and what can illuminate for ourselves as a species. Next up for the actor is opposing Willem Dafoe in The Man in My Basement, based on Walter Mosley's best-selling novel. He's also been linked to play Dennis Rodman in 48 Hours in Vegas at Lionsgate. Well, that's bizarre casting. And I'll tell you why in a second.
Is he so yoked?
No. Rodman was yoked.
Not like that. Have you seen him?
No, I saw him in Creed. Yeah, I saw the Creed thing. He's playing that bodybuilder. But let me see something. So Jonathan Majors.
Because he's tall?
Yeah, Jonathan Majors is...
I don't know that he is that tall.
No, Jonathan Majors is like barely 6 feet. Dennis Rodman is...
What? 6'7".
6'7".
Jeez.
I think it's fine.
Not if he's going to be on the basketball court.
Oh, well,
Just put some apple boxes.
Yeah.
No, but...
all over just
the
a little
court.
track of apple boxes.
Yeah, I don't know. Look,
I can see it.
I will tell you...
They just shoot him
as
with a
far
bunch
as
of people that are
personality,
4'6".
Yeah, as far as personality and as far as overall, could he do the role? Absolutely he can. I think that this guy is the next major movie star.
Yeah,
I think he's the guy. I think he's electric, and it's so bizarre because when I was watching, first of all, I didn't even know he was in Creed 3 until I saw the poster the other day. And then the trailer drops, and I love Michael B. Jordan, and I'm glad he's directing this, and I love Adonis Creed. I found myself more engaged in Jonathan Majors than I was Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, it was interesting for sure. I was feeling similarly. I said the other day that I think that in a couple of years we're going to be talking. Right now, Michael B. Jordan's obviously the bigger star.
Yeah.
In a couple of years, I think that we're going to be talking about Jonathan Majors.
Agreed.
Like he is the A-list of all A-list celebrities. He's like just fucking blowing up
He's
so
got
fast.
that thing.
He's so good.
He has that thing.
And if you can go toe to toe with somebody that is already proven like Michael B. Jordan, you just know you've got it.
And coming in on the third film.
But I wanted to ask you about this
Yes.
because last time we spoke about this, you were hesitant to see this movie.
Jonathan Majors has got me more involved in it, more wanting to see it. Now, I always wanted to see it. Mm-hmm. My hesitancy still
Is with Sly.
is the Stallone stuff. I don't know the real story. Now, what people are saying, well, didn't he have more of a problem? You said this too. Didn't he have more problem with the Drago spinoff than he did with this? Well, we don't know.
We don't know, yeah.
Because Frank Stallone's post about how Sly was kind of tossed off the movie and then Sly likes it, that tends to say something else. Yeah. Then they talked about it. The producer came out and said, we offered Sly something. He turned it down. And at one point he said, this is the end of the road for me. But then he wanted to be in it. So it's like, I don't know what the story is.
How would you feel if we see the movie and he's actually has like a last end credit cameo?
Great. I mean, that'd be good if they film something where they're like, look, we can do reshoots. Yeah. Just film something with Michael.
Possible?
It's possible. Do I think it's probable? No. I would say I would put it at around a 3%.
3%.
3%. I think, but I wonder if it opens itself. I don't think they'd be stupid enough to do this. I don't think they will kill Rocky off. In the trailer, he's by a grave, but I'm pretty sure it's Apollo's grave.
There's no way they kill Rocky.
They can't kill him off.
No, there's no way.
You just can't. And there seems to be a lot of... They're acknowledging him because in the trailer, he mentions Rocky, right? He mentions Rocky, brings him up. And then if you look in the background of the gym, there's a picture of Rocky in the background as well. So and he even says that this thing was built off the shoulders of and it was a nice nod to say it was built off of Stallone and Carl Weathers and everybody too. So they're going to give respect to it. I didn't realize that Ryan Coogler wrote the story. Did you see that?
They co-wrote.
Yes, and the
and
rumors
a third
are
writer too, actually.
Yeah, and the rumor is that Coogler helped him direct the final fight. That's what I heard, which would be interesting as well.
I thought the trailer looked fucking sick.
Really good.
Really good.
It looked like Rocky 5 meets Rocky 3 meets Warrior.
Whoa.
The meets Warrior part, though,
Yeah.
that's how I was feeling too. Like, ooh.
Yeah, Majors is clearly like the Tom Hardy role.
Yeah, with like the brothers type feel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that thing. They were together, and they're gonna have that fight at the end. But the Rocky 5 portion of it, where Tommy Gunn was a big fan of Rocky, trained him, took him in, had this bond, and then he winds up, hopefully they don't street fight at the end. It's stupid. And then Rocky 3, obviously, this devastating characters because in Rocky 3, Rocky's at the height of his game when this is going on, and then Clubber Lang comes in, just this hungry character, and they're going straight up Mike Tyson with him too, because if you see, he's got the full black. Mike Tyson was so intimidating because Mike Tyson, when he was at his best,
could break your face.
Yeah, but what he did is they told him they wanted him to wear these outlandish robes and things like gladiator style, no socks, black trunks, black shoes, no robe, nothing. and it was super intimidating. Like what it meant was, I'm just ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't want to take anything off. I just want to fight. And that's what they're doing with Majors. If you saw him when he walks in, they're trying to, man, Tyson was only around 5'11", 6 feet. So he's right. He could have played Tyson, by the way. He could have played Tyson. But I'm glad that he's doing this role. This movie looks great.
Yeah.
It really does.
How would Rocky come into this?
If they were going to do
you're
it?
Rocky. I'm setting you up for an impression.
Oh, okay.
So Rocky's.
I don't know. Last time you saw me, I was with my kid, and I don't know. They could set it up just with my grandkids. Hey, you want to do this thing? I don't know. I'm watching Paw Patrol, and that's about it.
What's your actual answer to
So how they would use him? They would put him in the corner. He would essentially be he would be the Mick.
That's
he'd be
me
Mick.
in the corner.
Yeah, he'd be
The corner. Yeah.
He'd be Mick. But
You cut up, you little bleeding.
yeah, but where's the restaurant? Where's
in
all
the
this stuff?
corner.
Well, I thought put him in the corner like he's in the.
Like
Like baby?
No, he's up in the crowd.
Yeah.
Just
Good job.
Up
Good
the
job
corner.
with the
Yeah.
fighting there.
That's the
But
crowd.
I mean, look, there's ways that you can use it, but there's also a way if they're gonna do a Creed 4, if they're going, I don't know how this is gonna end, but if they're gonna do a Creed 4, you do everything you can to get him back.
yeah.
You do everything
Because
you
you
can.
don't think they go past 4.
No, you could go past. I mean, look,
But also, he's just getting older.
who? Michael B. Jordan?
No, Sly.
Oh, Sly, right? Yes.
I mean, Michael B. Jordan, I guess, technically also is
Also,
getting older.
but I know what you mean. Like how much more? I mean, because Sly's busy.
Yeah.
Sly's busy. Tulsa King.
Yeah.
You excited for that one?
Yeah,
Me
I am.
too.
I am. I
Me
actually
too.
am.
Can
Could
you
like
put an
Yellowstone-
image of somebody in a film without getting their consent?
If you own the rights to that character, yes,
So,
you can.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that they might do something like that.
They are.
No, I mean like flashes of him and
Oh, you think so?
Maybe.
I just hope they don't kill him. It's like that's,
think there is-
that's a major mistake.
I think there is a bigger. If you put at 3% that we see him, I put at 1% that they kill him.
I hope you're right. I think
That would be so fucking stupid.
beyond stupid. People would.
I think he would have spoiled it.
It'll-
NDA be damned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It'll hurt.
Like-
It will hurt your. It'll hurt,
Audience.
It'll hurt your movie.
Yeah.
If in the middle of it you're all invested and they kill, people are gonna what? No, don't do that. It'll hurt my experience.
There's no way
watching
because
it.
he's not even in it.
Yeah, I don't mind it because people have made this point too. I don't mind because people were like, "Hey, this is a Creed movie," and I get it. They're like, "Oh, you don't need Sly. They don't need Rocky." It's like, hold it there. Without Sly, you don't have this universe. He's the George Lucas of Rocky. I mean, it's essentially what it is. So if he wants to be in it, he should be in it. If there was a way, if he was being like, there's no way I want to do this movie, don't even talk to me about it, well, then that's on him, right? But if it seems like he wanted to be in it, they should have talked to him. However, I do think I do understand that they wanted Adonis to kind of stand on his own and not have to lean on Rocky, and Michael B. Jordan not have to lean on Stallone to have the movie. He wanted his own movie. I get that. I do. I just want to know the facts of how it all went down before I say, well, I'm not going to see that guy through. I don't want to Twitter it. You know what I mean? I don't want to go, well, that's what I think. So it's got to be true. I don't know what it is. Sly's not talking too much at all about it. So you can't. So as you said, I was on the fence. I still don't know. Right now, I'm going to see it. If I find out that they really backhanded him and they
Then you
screwed him
wouldn't?
over, I don't know. I don't know if they really screwed him over though. Like they really, I doubt. Like I'm talking if you found out that they really scumbagged them out, it would be tough for me to support it if they really scumbagged them out. But I don't know if that happened. I don't know if Coogler would have done that.
I feel like he would have said it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I really don't feel like Michael B. Jordan would have done that.
right.
I think he has a lot of love for him, even if there is. Well, I don't. Who the fuck knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Okay. Well, before we do that, Roxy, how's the dating been?
Well,
Has it been good?
No, awful.
she found
It's been
true love.
awful. I think I know why that is,
It's been horrific.
but I know why.
Why?
The
My
real-
energy?
No, the real reason. You're not giving these guys joy mode. They need joy mode in their life, Roxy. If they had joy mode, they'd be worked up. You'd be worked up. Everybody would be worked up. Joy mode. It's the bomb. Now, a lot of people, sometimes you see these things at the gas station. I've talked about this before. You see these pills. And you go, oh, yeah, I'm going to try these out. I always wanted to get these things, and I don't want to get them over the counter, and I want to do that. They're terrible for you. The stuff in that is really bad for you. And some of even the over-the-counter stuff is not good for you. Not Joy Mode. Joy Mode is a sexual performance booster. It's like a pre-workout, but for sex. And it doesn't matter. Well, I don't have that problem down there. It's not what this is about. If you have the problem, it's going to help you out. But that's not what it's about. It's about the same way you do. It's like, okay, I need a little bit of a boost before I go to the gym. Take that boost. Try it. Use joymode.com/big thing. 30% off. And it is worth it. I'm telling you, man. Doesn't matter if you're 22 or 52. Do it. Let the English see you do it. I'm telling you, man. This is JOYMODE is one of my absolute favorites that we've had on this show, and it's so great. And I think that more people. I mean, this is the one though. I will say that I have people who said they've tried it, but they haven't given me a full detail on how it works. But I will tell you though, you'll love it. Use joymode.com/big thing, and the link is in the description. So thank you once again.
Do you want the full details?
Yeah, please.
Do you want somebody to send you step by step?
Hit me up.
Yeah.
Roll by roll?
Yeah, what do you got? And then we'll get into your TV.
Oh, I'm saying use JOYMODE. You want the whole rundown?
Yeah.
Oh, from them?
First.
Oh, from them.
Took JOYMODE.
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah. Yeah, here's what happened.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Write
Hey,
it in the comments. Come on. Don't be a coward.
That's
Show some
right.
class.
Yeah.
Don't knock over plants
Just be
with
classy about it.
All right, let's get to Roxy TV.
Yeah.
Look at Roxy. Let's move you over for
All right, move me
Here's
over.
what we're gonna do. This
Moving on
is
up.
brand new, so we're gonna just move Roxy over just a.
Almost paradise.
There's just. Is that what you want to start with?
Well, that's what
I
you
guess
have
so.
up.
Well, there we
so
go. Okay, we'll start with that. All right, so go
Just
ahead.
going off of your cues. Listen, Christian, I feel abandoned by you.
I'm watching this show.
You do?
I would say to you, I watched this one. This is the one I can watch. I can't watch the
you know,
other two.
I never watched this show. You
Yeah.
got me to start watching this show. Then you left the show.
I love that you watch it now because was it great to see Jared and Ashley on it?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
People hated that they were on it though.
Why?
Because they thought that they were stealing time because they have a relationship, they have this, but they're bachelor royalty.
I don't care. I loved that they were on it.
yeah.
I was so
too.
invested, and
Yeah.
also I think it's really great because you're still working at your marriage. Like,
Yeah.
when are you gonna have sex? When are you gonna do? I loved watching Jared and Ashley, and I
was
think
great.
that they're such a great couple, and they are what people should aspire to be on the
show's
show.
a car crash.
The show. So what happened in the most recent week, and this is essential for you guys to watch, is that they've been building these bonds for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, Jesse Palmer comes in, the host. And he's like, actually, all of the girls are going to leave and all the guys are going to get new girls. And then the girls are going to get new guys. And it's a shit show.
It is.
Like,
Yeah.
tears on tears. It makes me feel
Genevieve's
so
starting to
uncomfortable.
annoy me a lot.
Genevieve's, coming into it, I was like, I'm going to love Genevieve.
Yeah.
Genevieve
really
is
annoying.
so...
Boston girl, by the way.
I think in real life we would get along,
Yeah.
but on this show, she's so contradictory.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you do
right, but
this,
she'll-
but
but I'll
I'm
do
going to
it.
do it.
Right.
And it's just like, babes,
Yeah.
somebody should call you out. You know who's not bothering me at all, who I think's great?
Shanae.
No, Shanae is
Okay.
like dating everybody.
Yes.
And it's kind of
Hannah
her.
B.
Sorry, who?
Hannah B.
Yeah, it's
Hannah
Hannah B.
Hannah B is great.
Hannah B is amazing.
Yeah.
What about Jessica C?
No, the
Chloe X.
Victoria.
Chloe X.
I thought I
Yeah.
was gonna be really annoyed by Victoria, and she's great. She's like very
she's
chill
been
when
fine
other
so
people
far.
are crying. She's
Yeah.
like, I feel so bad for you. And the other one that I really like is
Applesauce Jones?
no Brandon's girl.
Oh, I don't think she's there for the right reason.
No, I don't think so.
No,
either.
she's obviously there for the right
Which-
reasons.
Which one?
Brandon's girl.
Oh, yeah.
She's getting no airtime because there's no issues with them.
Right, there's no
so,
issues. But the
like,
last
she's
thing,
so
before we move on to the next one,
great.
the thing I will say is,
Yeah.
I feel like the one that Shanae's with right now, the Jersey kid,
Yeah.
that's your type of guy, right?
Tyler.
Yeah, you love him.
He's cute. He's cute. He's a little
Too jacked?
no clean.
Oh.
Oh,
Not his penis. His face.
How would
Yeah.
you know his penis is dirty?
it
I-
might be filth showdown.
I just
there.
mean,
You don't
it's
know.
like everything
Filth
about him
show.
is very like because you guys only know
Is
me
that a
from,
big turnout? Just a filthy.
Filth show. It's like a bad puppet show. Just
He's
filled
a
in
10, but his penis is a filth show.
he wakes up in the morning, clothes everything.
He puts a bag around it and showers so that it stays
To leave
filthy.
it filthy as hell. They call
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you guys in loving relationships and you don't have to deal with filthy penises? Oh,
They call him Firebomb down there.
get me out.
I need to watch this because I don't know if I would know what a Roxy type is. I don't know.
So the reason that I would say it's not that I wouldn't try it with him, but you guys know me based off of one guy that I dated.
Yeah.
Who was very like
Clean cut.
Clean cut.
Yeah.
That's not my. I'm not. That's not usually
that's
my
me.
jam.
I don't need me on
That's my type.
Oh, thank you.
Well, no, I was looking at John.
Well, thank you. Oh.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Absolutely. So the show's awesome. Bachelor in Paradise. If you're looking for a train wreck, look no further. It is so much fun.
I usually watch those, but we're just not doing it.
It's not your segment, Brett. Shut your ass.
Hassan Minaj's new special. So I haven't been giving you guys a lot of specials because I know that of the people on this panel, I am the least equipped to talk about comedy specials, but I do watch a ton of them, and I'm obsessed with Hassan Minaj. I love the Patriot
love
Act.
this guy.
I love him, and I love Patriot Act, and now he has a new special that's out, and I really like his stuff because he's hysterical, but also the way that he delivers things, like, will deadass stop you in your tracks because he is really poignant, and it makes you learn a ton. It's not just the jokes. It's the way that he goes about shit. I'm like, oh, I'm so stupid until I hear you
It just came
speak.
out. That's on Netflix, and that's October 4th.
It
just came out, yeah.
It was October 4th.
That's right.
Yeah. It's awesome. Check it out.
You love this show.
This show, Reboot, I binged in one night.
Wow.
I think
How
there's
many?
been 9 episodes so far.
Jeez.
They're half an hour each. You go through this so quick. Keegan-Michael Key. It's a Steve Levitan show, so he's the one who did Modern Family. Rachel Bloom is on it. Johnny Knoxville is one of the stars. It is Judy Greer. It is like jam-packed with amazing comedy. It is so funny. It's about these people deciding to reboot an old sitcom, and it is laugh out loud funny on Hulu. If you're looking for an easy, breezy, quick half-hour sitcom, it's not really a sitcom. It's so good.
Okay.
It's so good and so easy to watch, as opposed to this, which is excellent but very difficult to watch. Here's something for you to know, though, Christian.
Yes.
Guess who started watching The Patient?
Me.
Not you.
Brett. Yes, I know.
Oh.
Remember I was sitting there listening to SEN yesterday?
You were farting. I don't know
It
you were
wasn't me
listening.
really farting.
So finally, at least I have somebody to ask about this. Is The Patient worth the hype that I've been giving it?
Yes.
Oh,
and
it's so good.
I mean, not fast paced. I don't like slow stuff, but I'm invested. It's slow, but I'm invested in it, and even so much so that my 15-year-old walked into the room.
Yes.
And was like, sat down. He's like, what is this? And I explained the premise. He hadn't seen the first one. We went back and watched it afterwards, and he loves it. We have to fight for the TV to watch
Hopefully he likes the Carell character better than the Donald Gleason.
No,
Yeah.
he loves the Donald Gleason character, and he's like emulating. He dresses like
Okay.
him.
It is a slow nail biter, though. If those two things don't seem to go together, but Hulu's been killing it recently. This is Steve Carell's best performance ever. I think it is really, really great. It's slowly people are
check
starting
this
to catch
show
on.
out, I think.
Don't forget, it's only 22-minute episodes.
I need to check it
Yeah,
out.
they're
Well, now that Brett says it's good, I'll go check it out.
Oh my God. Very annoying. Midnight Club. This is the new Mike Flanagan show. So for those of you guys who liked Midnight Mass, Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of Bly Manor, he is the horror guy. This is his October show. It is the most young, like, coming of age of all of his shows. It's really good. I don't think it is as strong as Midnight Mass or even Haunting of Hill House, but it is very fun. If you are looking for a spooky season show, it's great. It's got all actors that you don't know, so you can really kind of like dive into their story, and they are all terminally ill kids living in a hospice care, and they each tell different horror stories, but then they kind of start living those horror stories. So again, it's perfect for October. I think that this came out at the right time, and it's doing pretty well for Netflix right now, which makes a lot of sense. House of the Dragon. They have so much more than won me over. This is like just the greatest show. It is so
Best show on television?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
I think it's the best show on TV. It is so good. Even the choices they make that I don't prefer, I'm so invested in. I kind of wish we were spending more time on some of the things because I'm so invested, like that all the time jumps and all of the time that passes. I'm just like, oh, can we just stay? I'm so invested in this moment. But this even being the picture that you pulled, I didn't realize when we were coming into the show, when the show started, this was going to be Rhaenyra versus Alicent was going to be the main, because you think, if you don't read the books, you think that it's going to be her versus Daemon versus her dad, whatever. Right. But this is like where it's at, and I'm super, super into it. You're loving it too?
Oh, I love it. So we can, if that is everything, because I want to get into kind of a spoiler discussion on it. So if that is everything,
yeah,
for this week.
Yep, that's everything for this week.
Okay, so thank you, Roxy, and that's
I got you. You got to watch those.
Let's
things.
watch this. I know. I'm definitely going to check out The Patient. I will check it out eventually. I promise.
You're gonna like it.
I know I will. I believe it. I wanted to watch.
You'd like Reboot too, though, and that I think would be an easier sell for your wife too.
We'll see. We'll give
Quick
it a
and
shot.
easy.
All right, we'll try.
Painless.
She's so bummed right now because Outlander was her show. Like, did you watch that show?
No.
Oh man, I feel like
His
you love
wife
that show.
did.
Yeah.
So she blasted through 6 seasons in 3 months, whatever it was, and she was so pissed off the other day. Her text was, Outlander only did 6 episodes because of the pandemic. She said, "This is bullshit."
Yeah.
Right? She was so pissed off, and now they're not coming back for like another year or whatever. So,
Oh, the show's still going?
yeah. It's got one more season. So,
Maybe I should catch up.
But anyways, you should. I think it's right up your alley.
Yeah.
it's right up.
It's
your
sexy, I hear.
Oh, it's very sexy.
Alley. Yeah. So she watched that whole thing, and she never.
Oh, yeah, it's sexy.
I hope we're gonna have to beep all those things out because I'm so assholes. So anyway, let's talk. So for everybody out there, we're gonna do a spoiler.
because yeah.
What are you talking about now? You just thinking out loud?
No, because you beep it out because it's really something you can't because you got to
It's
watch.
an embargo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you fucked it up. So you want to scroll through this entire episode and find every time you fucking said it?
I should have written it down.
No, but you didn't.
I don't even know what's happening.
So basically, you won't.
We'll explain it
I'll
after the
explain
show.
it some other
Or I
time.
could explain at the end for one more place to beep.
One more
out.
place to beep out. All right, listen. So before we get out of here, let's talk about House of the Dragon. We're going to go into a spoiler discussion. So if you're not all caught up, now's the time to bail. So let's do it. You've been warned. And in the time codes, you can also find it as well. Okay. Yeah, show's the best. It's so good.
Do you wish that Rhaenys killed Allison?
Do I wish that she would have?
Nah.
No, because
She's a mother.
Because she's a mom. Because she
It would end the show.
Well, yeah, it would end the show, but no, it also would go against everything that she's talked about and everything that she is, and it would desecrate that character because that character was supposed to be the queen, the real queen, because of her leadership skills, because of the right things. Now, some people
She's
would
awesome.
argue, yeah, and some people would argue, well, a leader would take it out and prevent war. Yeah, but they wouldn't have been in that position if she was the queen right away anyway. They'd be in a very different position at the
Do you think she is the most suitable for the Iron Throne?
Yes, she was. I don't know if she is anymore. I think at this point she's
Too far.
too far removed from it. She's older now. But
Would she have taken out the kid if the mom didn't run over?
maybe.
I think she
The
wanted
kid's such
to.
a little fuck.
I hate him.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
I thought his brother was going to kill him.
But
Yeah, but that's what I love. But that's what I love about this show. That you have these ideas of what Game of Thrones characters are,
Yeah.
from the Joffreys and the Ramsay Boltons and all these things, and you're like, okay, everybody's gonna be just clear cut like that, and that's it. But they all have all these different layers to them. Like everybody thought when Daemon showed up, he was just gonna be this ruthless maniac, and he's not. We've seen the vulnerable side of him. We've seen these other things from him. The argument is that nobody's likable on the show. You can't root for anybody. To me, they're the most human characters we've seen in shows because they do something sometimes where they are good, and then they do some things you're like, oh, how do I root for these people? I am curious, though, now with you, after watching Viserys' run, where do you stand with him as a good guy or bad guy now? Because you after like
The
2 episodes,
same.
you still think he's a bad guy. You said he was a bad guy.
I think that he was not great. Yeah.
Not a good king, but you think as a person still?
I think he could have prevented a lot, and I think the
I
way
agree
he
with that.
treated his sons was really exemplary of him not being a great guy. He never looked at them like his kids the way that he looked at Rhaenyra as his kid, and I think it fucked them up to the point that it's going to destroy the entire world.
I don't disagree with that. I don't necessarily, in my opinion, think that makes him a bad guy as much as it makes him kind of maybe a little neglectful, maybe a little.
I think how you raise your kids is part of who you are. Yeah.
Did you find it the little dinner scene very touching when he's
Yes.
like looking around?
I did.
Yes.
And then you think about it, you're like, he's going, I'm so proud to have my daughter here marrying my brother, married to
Right.
my brother with their bastard kids, and my grandchildren marrying their cousins.
Right.
It's such a beautiful.
It's going good.
It's going good.
Yeah. But it's also heartbreaking though because he did make a lot of bad decisions as a king for so long that when he finally makes a good one at the end there, it's like a little too late, right?
And misinterpreted.
Yeah.
You know, because I really believe that Allison thinks that
I do too.
That what he said was make our son king.
And
it's just not what he said.
No. And I also think that
really?
I think she convinced herself. I think she convinced herself because she wanted to believe it so much that she heard that.
Heard that, me too.
And she didn't even
What did he say?
inside of that thing. He was
dying?
He was talking about Aegon the Conqueror. He was talking about
The Song of Ice and Fire.
He was talking to Daenerys. He was talking Daenerys. He was talking to Rhaenyra. He wasn't talking.
He thought
to
he was talking to her.
Oh.
Right. He thought he was talking to his daughter. So when he was there on his deathbed talking, and he's like, it's you. He's like, you're the one that's got to do this. You know, he brings up Aegon. And she's like, oh, I know what you're saying, which is not what Rocky's saying.
I missed that. I'm a dummy.
So
No, you're not a dummy. I think a lot happens in this show, so sometimes it is difficult to put all the pieces together. But the reason that I feel for Allison, she's still awful too, but it is more intriguing because she doesn't think she's lying. She genuinely thinks that she has, that this is what her husband asked for.
And that's my point though with her though, Rox, is that like as far as a character goes, right? It's like she does these moments where, like you said, you're just like, oh, she's gonna be like the next Cersei. Just look at what she's doing. And then she's like, I don't want to just murder these people. This is like, we have to do this the right way. We have to, like,
She cared about her husband, and she's
and her
saying,
friend,
like,
too.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know I don't know why. Maybe it's a combination of both. I don't know whether she wants to save Rhaenyra more because it was her childhood bestie, or because she really was loyal to her husband, because she was loyal.
She was. Absolutely she was. And I think that and I like how she called her dad out in this episode. Like, I've been a chess
Otto's
piece.
a fuck.
He is. He's the most Littlefinger. They kept saying that Feet Boy is the most Littlefinger. He's Ramsay Bolton. He's a crazy.
Who Feet Boy?
Feet Boy is Laris, so the one who was
cane.
looking at her feet, jerking off to the feet. And I felt so bad for every woman on the internet during that scene.
Why?
Yeah.
Because that happens to all of us.
Because there's so many weird feet people out there.
I know.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't. I mean, look, if you have if that's your fetish, that's your fetish. But like, but whatever it was just like, it was that was a creepy fucking scene.
That was super creepy.
I have 5 stars on WikiFeet.
Good for you.
Thank you.
So,
I know.
So good. I mean,
no.
But here's
Hundreds of reviews, just so you know.
Oh, there you go. So there's this guy, and he's just pounding his fucking meat to this, and they're not even close to each other.
Yeah.
But Olivia Cook did such a great job in that scene.
She's really good.
She looked like she was just being. It was just like she felt so dirty.
Yeah.
And you could tell. Just her sitting there going, oh, this guy's just horrible. I felt so bad for her in that moment too. But like,
But at least I don't have to fuck him.
right, right. I mean, but that guy, man.
What is Olivia Cook's plan? Not Olivia Cook's. What is Allison's plan for? Does she have to remarry?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, not now. No, because
Really?
because Aegon is in the throne. He's on the throne.
Right, but she doesn't need to marry.
No, I mean, it's essentially what remember like Cersei when Joffrey was king.
I think she's banging the handsome knight guy.
Me
Oh,
too.
Sir Kristen.
Yeah, they
He turned
had
out to be a real fucker, huh?
that scene.
Bitter men be bitter.
Oh, when he kills the old man.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
And
fucked.
That was fucked.
Side note, I want to have those for all the hosts. And when we come in, we pull a ball off the thing and we put it in the little
Which one? Which
the
one?
little balls that they put in when they go to their seats.
Yeah.
So
We
that's
need
a
to
new
do
thing
that.
I'm
That's a new
working
thing
on.
You're working on. All right, so much to talk about. I'm glad we got a chance to talk. We talked about everything. We talked about
How many episodes we have left? One? That was the penultimate, right?
Finale's coming up. Oh, so thank you for reminding me. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to do a full reaction to the finale, and then on Tuesday is the goal. Tuesday, I'm looking to do a full season review with Rachel Cushing. So,
nice.
Looking forward to that. We're going to try to get that done next week. So,
Game of Thrones?
for Game of Thrones.
You better watch Lord of the Rings by then. If you're seeing Rachel.
She'll get mad at me.
Oh yeah, I'd like to know her thoughts on that too, because
I think she loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think from Twitter, I think she loves it. But all right, look, thank you guys for joining us here today. We appreciate you. Thank you for Roxy and Brett. Make sure if you haven't commented and you're not clicking likes, please do that. It helps the show tremendously. And if you haven't shown a little, you can now tell everybody to show a little bit of class. Get this and more on the T-shirt store now. And also, please, don't forget about Patreon, podcasts, all that stuff. All the links in the description. play around in the description. There's some fun stuff. Thank you to our sponsors, and thank you to you guys. All right. For Roxy and Brett, it's a big thing. Let's get out of here.